If you're looking to go ultra lightweight with your gear, I have something new for you today. This is the Boundless Voyage Titanium Alcohol Spirit Stove. Alright folks, welcome back. So I wanted to do this video on this particular stove because it's kind of unique for an alcohol stove. Normally we see the Trangias and such with the holes on the outside, and that's it. And I wanted to figure out if this would actually be a little bit more efficient. And as you can tell, there's a little alcohol floating around in there. So yes, I've already tested it, and yeah, it does seem to be a little bit more efficient than your average stove. It's got a 24-hole design. So you get a nice uniform flame, increased air circulation and combustion, and it really does a nice job. It boils water very rapidly. It's really impressive. The price on it is what's the best part. 20 bucks. Now it does come with other stuff, okay? If you want to up the price a little bit to $30 or $35, there's a little thing that nests in, a little pot stand. There's all sorts of stuff. There's another nesting cup that comes. I just wanted the stove because I have plenty of things I can put the stove in and use it. An example, today we're using this little Lixada wood-burning titanium stove. I'm just going to put it in there and light it up and see how it works. So there's plenty of stuff I can put this on, and I didn't want to buy the rest of the gear. I did want to try out the stove. And I've had very good luck with Boundless Voyage stuff. Honestly, the kit in my scooter and the other little kit I have is all their titanium stuff. It's affordable, yet it's quality. I haven't had any kind of issues with it, and I have run the stuff on wood fires, alcohol fires, propane, everything. Burn the heck out of it, and it still works very well. So I'm very pleased with it. Now the weight on this thing is the crazy part. It's 1.4 ounces. It's all 98% titanium. The only thing that isn't titanium is this stainless steel little handle on the snuffer here. And this will fit right over the top when you need to put the flame out. Works very well. When you're first putting it on there, you're going to see some flame come out of the sides like that. Don't be afraid to put it on there and just drop it. It's not going to burn you, and it will put it right out. Now this is the package it came in, and it also comes with a stuff sack. A small little sack to hold it in. So what we're going to do is fill this up. I'm going to do a boil test on 2 cups of water, and we're going to see how quickly this thing works. One of the nice things about that thing is it does put out the fire very quickly. And I've had some other alcohol stoves where they don't come with a snuffer, so you have to like kind of makeshift put a cup over it or something. So I like the fact that this will just plop right on there and put it right out quickly. So we're going to test out this double wall design in here and see just how much more efficiency we get out of it. Like I said, I am going to put it in this Lixada stove, and it isn't big enough to fit it through there. See, it won't go in here. I've tried a bunch of different ways to sneak it in there. So what I'm going to do is just take off the pot stands on the top and just drop it in there and fill it up. We are going to be using heat today. If you guys have ever seen this, this is really good stuff for your alcohol stoves. It also burns a lot cleaner than, say, 70% alcohol. Now, don't get me wrong. Less percentage alcohols will work. They won't be anywhere near as efficient, and they'll turn everything black. You'll get it all sooty. This stuff is really good and fairly inexpensive, too. Or you can find yourself some 91% alcohol at your local pharmacy or whatever, and that will work fairly well too. There's also the denatured alcohol that you can buy at Home Depot. I actually have to go out today and pick up another one of these. That will work awesome as well. So let's get this thing filled up. Let's get 2 cups of water on there and see the results. Alright, so I got the heat in here. I just put a little bit in because I don't want it to burn for too long. Don't want to waste too much. We're going to move that out of the way. And we're going to put the stove in here. It does fit in there very easily. And I mean, you can use almost anything. Regular alcohol stove pot stands that just sit inside of it probably won't work for this because it's a different, design. You don't have that big open design there. You have this little bit of a double ring there. But this will fit in perfectly here. So you need to find something else, or you can buy the kit that it comes with. I just didn't want to spend the money because I have so many things like this that I didn't want to spend the extra $30 or $40 for all the other gear. I got 2 cups of water. Let's dump that in there. Okay. Let's light this up and see how we're doing. There we go. Now I want to see how long it takes to bloom and see exactly how it's doing. So let me turn off the lights and let's take a look and watch it. Alright, so we're set up inside. Now you'll notice I added a little U-bolt under there. It's just a regular U-shaped bolt. I wanted to get the stove a little bit higher. This is kind of a long distance away, so it was a little unfair to the stove to expect it to boil at that close of a range. I'm going to light it. I'm going to turn off the top light. We're going to watch it bloom and see how well it does. There we go. And you can see that in there now. It's already starting to catch in the holes there. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Let's see. There we go. That's better. So I just want to see how it blooms, and then we'll get the water on there, and once it's blooming, and see how well that boils 2 cups of water and how quickly we can do it. I did want to add the U-bolt under there though, and you could find anything, a flat rock, anything, a piece of wood, whatever you didn't care about, you could stick under that, and that would work just fine. So there it goes. Now I'm seeing it on the camera. It's funny, even with this low light in here, I can't see those flames with my naked eye, but I can see them on the camera, which is really odd. But it does seem to be fully bloomed. It's going fully, all the holes are lit. So let me get some water on this, and we're going to try it out with a 2-cup boil and see how long it takes to boil water. All right, so as you can see, it's really going here. We are going to put my stopwatch back on. There we go. That's what I get for not being prepared and bringing it out here. Here we go. All right, let's see how this does, see how long it takes. I am going to cover the pan with the pot so we can get a little bit more efficient times on it. But let's see how this thing actually works. All right, we are 2 minutes and 18 seconds in. We've got lots of bubbles coming up from the bottom. Let me show you here real quick, hook you up. Lots of bubbles forming on the bottom. Pretty darn impressive, lots of steam coming up. That's not bad. Come to think of it, I like the stove so much, I end up buying the little pot holder for it. This works fairly well, and like I said, I did put that U-bolt down there to kind of give it a little lift. But I'd like having a smaller, lighter package. Amazingly enough, this is not as lightweight as you would think it is in titanium. So I'd like to have something a little bit lighter weight in a smaller package. Now I do have some other kind of little alcohol stove nesting type things, but I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that. That would be kind of a neat little system altogether. I think the total price of everything, including the cup or whatever it was around $40. The stove itself is only $20, so that's why I did it. So we're at 3 minutes, 14 seconds, and going right along. Bring you back when we have boiling water. All right, so I got boiling water. Pause that. 4 minutes and 16 seconds. And as you can see here, I'll show you, I do have boiling water. So I'm really impressed with it. That's not bad, especially for a small alcohol stove at such a great distance. You know, even with the U-bolt in there, I'd still like something a little bit closer. I really can't complain about it. That's pretty darn good. I didn't measure how much heat I put in there, fuel in general. I didn't measure it. I probably should have. No big deal. Let's put this out. Okay, there you go. And you see how the flames kind of shoot out from the sides when you do that. But it's out. It's still flaming a little bit in there, but it's out, as you can see. There you go. So there you go. 2 cups of boiling water, 4 minutes, 16 seconds. All in all, a nice little stove and super, super lightweight. So let me clean up this mess, let everything cool off, and I'll give you some final information on it. All right, so that is everything done. One of the nice things about titanium is it cools off super, super quick. I did dump out the rest of the fuel in here, but there's a little bit left in there. It cools off really, really quick, so that's nice when you're done. Especially if you're thinking about something like this for a cooking system for a bug-out bag. You may have to heat up something really quick and then be on the move. You may not be able to hang out wherever you're cooking. So something that cools down fairly quickly is not a bad idea. And just for visualization, I saved the U-bolt I had in there. That's all I had in there. I could have put anything in there to lift it up a little bit. And also, too, I have smaller stoves than this. I admit it, I was lazy. I didn't get the smaller stoves. But all in all, for 4 minutes and 16 seconds, 2 cups of water from a tiny little alcohol stove, that is not a bad boil time at all. So I'm really, really impressed with it. Gotta say, seems to do the job. It is super lightweight. The dimensions on it, right? About 3 inches by 1.2 inches by 1, and it's 1.4 ounces. That's the weight on it. So it's compact, convenient, really easy to use. When you're all done, you have your little storage bag right here. It just pops right into that, and you're on your way. And like I said, titanium seems to cool off very, very quickly. So I am impressed with it. So there you go. That is the Boundless Voyage 24 burning hole design titanium alcohol and spirit stove. It's $20. Really not a bad price, especially for titanium. I'm amazed at how the price of titanium has come down. And it's definitely titanium because this thing is super, super lightweight. So, I'm going to give you the link down below where you can pick one up. It'll also be in my Amazon affiliate store. Don't forget to check that out. And please, if you guys are thinking about storage food right now, and I think it's a very good idea to start thinking about storage food right now, those of you that are subscribed to Freeze Dried Wholesalers will have gotten his email this morning. He's doing okay. But, they're dealing with everything just like everybody else is. We have supply chain shortages that worry him. We have lack of labor, being short-staffed, running on a skeleton crew, running 24 hours a day. So, if you're interested in getting the food, my link will save you 15% at the bottom there. All right, you just click the link. There's no codes. There's no nothing. You just click the link. If you don't get a discount, you email me personally, and I will email him, and we'll get it sorted out. For some reason, if you don't, we've had a few people that for some reason there was a software bug and they didn't get a discount. We fixed that up for them right away. Anyway, folks, his link down below will save you 15%. Below that, we have our My Patriot Supply link. I did a video on them yesterday. Definitely check them out. They got some good deals going this month. $150 off a 3-week kit. Can't beat that. And our Thrive Life store as well. So if you're interested in getting stocked up on food, we got you covered any way you want to do it. And also, too, if you guys can't afford freeze-dried food, if you're just living paycheck to paycheck right now, that's your particular situation. By all means, don't buy stuff from me. Go out there to your stores and get yourself some canned goods and get yourself stocked up. Because I think we're coming into some hard times as far as food and supplies go. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.